Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Bove, I'm looking at your resume. It's Bove, right?
Bovee, Senator, like with a
Bove,
long
I
E.
apologize, sir.
No worries, thank you.
Mr. Bove, you spent a lot of time at the Justice Department. I look here. You were a paralegal there for 2 years in the early 2000s. You served from 2012 to 2021. How many times have you seen a Justice Department employee act on the basis of his or her, act predominantly on the basis of his or her political beliefs as opposed to the law?
Hello, Americans. We need to talk. I just watched the Senate hearing between Senator John Kennedy and a man named Bo from the Department of Justice. And let me tell you something, what I saw was both infuriating and confirmed what many of us have been saying for years. The DOJ is no longer blind, it's politically weaponized. And folks, it's not just some conspiracy theory cooked up in a Facebook comment section. It's happening out in the open. And this hearing just exposed it again. Let me break this down for you piece by piece, because the mainstream media sure as hell won't. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on that notification bell.
Senator, I would say that as a prosecutor in my time at SDNY, I'm not sure that I did see that. It should be and it must be.
Have you seen it other than as a prosecutor?
I believe that I have.
When?
During my representation of President Trump.
What'd you see?
I witnessed members of the special counsel's office taking positions about the need to go to trial quickly before the election, the amount of time that President Trump would be allotted to review discovery and prepare motions, that I found in my experience to be completely inconsistent with normal practice, which led me to draw inferences of the nature that you're suggesting, Senator.
Counselor, you sent a memo directing one of your underlings, I don't mean that in a pejorative sense, but somebody under you in the hierarchy, directing that the prosecution against Mayor Adams be dismissed. Is that right?
Yes, Senator.
Okay. Who made that decision to dismiss the charges?
I think that's set forth in the memo that I participated in the decision with the authorization of the Attorney General of the United States.
Okay, so the Attorney General of the United States made the call.
She was a part of the decision, yes, Senator.
Who else was involved?
Beyond what's in the public record on that matter, I'm not able to get into the internal deliberations on that, Senator.
Okay, but there were others involved
Yes.
at the department?
Yes.
Anywhere else?
No.
Okay. You're under oath. Why did you folks dismiss the charges against Mayor Adams?
For the reasons set forth in the motion that you're referencing, there were two concerns, Senator. One was based on the weaponization of the criminal justice system, and that concern was substantiated.
What do you mean weaponization of the political justice system?
Abuse.
I know that, but I mean, can you be more specific?
In this particular case,
Do you think the charges were brought against Mayor Adams for political reasons?
again, I'm just right now drawing on what we said publicly in the briefs, and I signed those briefs because I believe in the arguments that were made. I believe that irrespective of what happened at the outset of that case, what the former U.S. attorney did to promote the ongoing prosecution at a time when there was at least an appearance that he had his own personal political objectives resulted in the weaponization of that particular criminal justice process.
So you dismissed it because of the weaponization. Any other reason?
Yes, there was a second independent basis set forth in the motion, and that was concerns about the effect of the ongoing prosecution on Mayor Adams' ability to govern and protect the public in New York City, and also to campaign in the ongoing mayoral election.
Okay. Do you believe in a higher being?
It's a very personal question, Senator, but I do.
I want you to look me in the eye and swear to your higher being when you answer this question. Did you make a political deal to dismiss the charges against Mayor Adams?
Absolutely not.
Did anybody else that you witnessed make a political deal to dismiss the charges?
Absolutely not.
You swear to your higher being?
I swear to my higher being and on every bone in my body.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Here we have Mr. Bowe, a former DOJ insider, a man who worked under both Democratic and Republican administrations, admitting under oath that during his representation of President Trump, the special counsel's team was more interested in rushing to trial than ensuring fairness. You hear that. They wanted to rush to trial before the election. Sound familiar? Sounds a lot like what they're doing to Trump right now, with all these trials designed to interfere with 2024. It's the same playbook. And yet somehow this man, the supposed impartial legal expert, didn't think to raise a bigger red flag about it. He just drew inferences. Well, guess what, Bo? We'll draw our own inferences too, and it stinks. He admitted that the charges against Mayor Adams, a Democrat, were dropped because of weaponization of the criminal justice system. Now, just let that sink in, folks. So let me get this straight. The same DOJ that's throwing the book at Donald J. Trump dropped charges against a Democrat mayor because they said the process was being weaponized. What kind of upside-down logic is that? If it's wrong to weaponize a system, why is it okay when it's Trump on the receiving end where was all this concern about governance or ability to campaign when the DOJ indicted Trump during an election cycle? Let me tell you why. Because the system is rigged. Because it's about power, not justice. God bless Senator Kennedy. The man has more spine than half of Washington combined. He looked Bo dead in the eye and asked him, "Did you make a deal? Did anyone else make a deal?" And what did Bo say? No, he swore to his higher being that there was no political deal. But here's the thing, folks. Just because someone swears on something doesn't mean they're telling the truth. These people play word games, legal gymnastics. They don't lie. They reframe. They don't conceal. They protect internal deliberations. As a proud American, this terrifies me, because what we're watching is not just political favoritism, it's the systematic erosion of equal justice. One set of rules for the left, another for everyone else. Trump gets indicted, smeared, gag-ordered. But Mayor Adams, he walks because letting the trial continue would hurt his ability to govern and campaign. Are you kidding me? If that's the new standard, then we might as well stop pretending we have a republic. What we have is a regime. Patriots, this isn't just about Trump or Kennedy or Bo. It's about the integrity of our institutions. It's about whether Lady Justice still wears a blindfold or if it's been ripped off and tossed in the trash behind the DNC. Patriots, this isn't just about Trump or Kennedy or Bo. It's about the integrity of our institutions. It's about whether Lady Justice still wears a blindfold or if it's been ripped off and tossed in the trash behind the DNC. So, what do? We don't sit down, we speak up. We demand accountability. We vote with our voice, our feet, and our ballots. And we keep shining light on this darkness every single day. Because if we don't, they win. If this video stirred something in you, if you're tired of this two-tier justice system, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell right now. Let's wake America up together. We're just getting started. This is our country, and we're taking it back. God bless you. God bless Senator Kennedy. And God bless the United States of America.